How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. Today's, of course, July 3rd, 2019, and Libra running into some issues. Of course, members of Congress just sent a letter to Facebook asking them to officially stop development on Libra. Let's go into this. So we write this request that Facebook and its partners immediately agree to basically try to halt moving forward with Libra. I mean, it's addressed to Zuckerberg and Facebook, and definitely interesting to see something like this popping up. I mean, this is sort of interesting. I mean, of course, we've got the residual, all these articles that would pop up, citing massive risks. House Department asks Facebook to halt its cryptocurrency plans. If product and services like these are left improperly regulated and without sufficient oversight, they could pose systemic risks that endanger global finances and U.S. alike. And definitely interesting. I mean, we've got some people like John McAfee with his opinions on Libra, calling it a grotesque distortion of the original intent of cryptocurrency, economic freedom. It's a sly implementation of digital identity, and of course our trading number, and of course tracking. Digital identity is. He says Facebook the 7 billion anonymous privacy coins makes it. So, I mean, my thoughts on this altogether is, this is sort of going to fast track the regulatory process. Obviously, Facebook got all these different entities on high alert, which I think will ultimately serve cryptos like Bitcoin. The overall cryptocurrency space will, essentially benefit from the fact of the matter is that, they realize that this stuff is on overdrive. I mean, we're sort of on a fast forward now with all the normies sort of waking up. I was actually at the bank earlier today, and I saw on the computer that the bank teller was using, they actually had some information on Libra, and I'm like, why do the banks all of a sudden care about cryptocurrency? And actually the bank teller was sort of an older lady, and she printed out I found it kind of funny. She printed out a paper about cryptocurrency and put it in a little folder, and I was wondering what kind of folder do they have at the bank for information about Facebook's cryptocurrency. But at the same time, people cite Libra in a positive light, talking about how it brings the attention of all the users of Facebook, which is many old ladies and such. They turn their attention towards the existence of cryptocurrency, which people see as sort of a positive. I see it sort of a split right down the middle. Personally, I get sort of a bad taste in my mouth when I imagine giving Facebook this sort of power, and I know a lot of other content creators have echoed a similar sentiment, much similar to probably what motivates Mr. John McAfee, sort of calling it a gross distortion of the original intent of cryptocurrency. But what I like to think is Libra, something interesting. I just think that there's pros and cons on both sides of the aisle when we want to talk about something like this. House lawmakers officially asked Facebook to put Libra on hold, and they got a Zuckerbot on all these Libra coins. House Democrats are requesting Facebook halt. It's interesting. It's the Democrats too. Halt development of its proposed cryptocurrency project, as well as its digital wallet, until Congress and regulators have time to investigate the possible risks it poses to the financial system. Chairwoman, House of Financial Services, hinted at a move like this last month, shortly after the project was announced. Waters' letter today sent to Facebook CEO Zuckerberg, chief operator official Sandberg. If products and services like these are left improperly regulated and without sufficient oversight, they could pose problems with the financial stability, yada yada. I think that it's a lot of horse shit. Obviously, they just want to find a way they can get their hooks in it, and they don't want to see it run off without them. And sort of, I believe that the genie's already out of the bottle, though. I mean, Pomp sort of hints at this with his tweet. They'll wait till Congress finds out they can't send letters to Bitcoin, because you can't shut down Bitcoin. It is interesting that they're choosing something like Libra to center this conversation around. When I see it as sort of completely pointless, another interesting tweet, if Facebook's down, does that mean Libra will be down? It was a joke tweet, but still pretty eerie, sort of relevant, especially when we're seeing like Instagram down as a, trending hashtag. And it sort of does bring you to wonder what sort of power would we be giving to this centralized sort of aspect of these different things. And I think now that it is a conversation that needs to be on the on people's conversations in crypto, and that's certainly something that we need to pay attention to. And I don't think that Libra, I think it would just be another XRP personally. I'm not very excited about Libra. It doesn't really do anything in particular. The white paper, pretty much all that it has going for it is that it's plastered its name alongside Facebook. But other than that, it's dreadfully centralized. The advent of the internet and mobile broadband has empowered billions of people sorry about that, globally, to have access to the world's knowledge and information. High fidelity communications, $40 smartphone. You've all read the white paper, but yeah, those are my thoughts. I think that it is sort of a crock of shit, but it is interesting to see the regulators and so forth turning their attention and realizing that the clock is ticking, and as cryptocurrency and these things, skepticism of the project isn't only couched in the Democrat House either. Senate banking chair Mike Crapo scheduled a hearing with Marcus of July 16th, citing concerns over the currency and the potential risks for data privacy it poses. The following day, Waters Committee will also hold a hearing on the project. We look forward to working with lawmakers as the process moves forward, including answering the questions at the upcoming House Financial Services Committee hearing, Facebook spokesperson told The Verge Tuesday. So, yeah, I don't think that Facebook's cryptocurrency is anything more than a flash in the pan. I'd imagine that it would be one of those cryptos that gets a lot of hype when it initially hits the scene. But I'd say as we start to, I think that you'd be better off with something like Bitcoin, especially because Bitcoin's been doing pretty well. It will definitely, renowned Bitcoin bull issues Stark, Ethereum warning, has been swinging wildly over the last week as the market struggles to hold on to massive gains. I think Bitcoin really is the one and only. Among others. This channel is sort of dedicated to being up to date on the different goings on in the cryptocurrency space, but not really feeling Libra. But anyways, if you guys are interested in connecting with us, you can do so, at our Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber on Twitter. Always interested in hearing your opinions. Make sure that you guys comment down below telling us what you think about Facebook's attempts to break into the cryptocurrency scene and what it will mean for the overall space at large. We'll continue to make updates on this topic. I know a lot of you have been requesting that I give my 2 cents on it, and that's where it is. Of course, remember, this video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your dad. This video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. But I am interested in seeing where we see these things continue to go from here, and I would definitely be following this pretty closely. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next one. Have a good one.